and welcome to Illustrating the Last Pixie. The Last Pixie is a project that was started by my partner Seb last summer. If you don't know, Seb is a filmmaker. You can find him on YouTube at Seb Cox Films. If you go take a look at his work, you'll see that his style is often quite emotive with some dark undertones. Last year he decided to make something a little bit different and create a piece for children. We've been collaborating on this project to make a short film and a collection of illustrations, both following the same story but exploring that story in two different ways, and that story is called The Last Pixie. The story follows a young teenager called Jenny who is venturing into the forest in search of the last pixie. As Jenny travels through the forest, she meets the local groundskeeper, Collin, who seems wary of Jenny entering the forest on her own. The pixie is a bit of an enigma throughout the story. We don't really know if they're a force for good or for bad, so there's also a real sense of mystery. It's a really lovely story that is so full of awe and magic and wonder. Some of the scenes in the short film are absolutely stunning, and I'll be sharing some of those throughout this video. I want to start by sharing a bit about the background to the project and the short film side, and then I'll talk about my side of the project, creating the illustrations. Seb created the short film last summer. He actually filmed the entire piece over 3 days, which is amazing. I was on set for one of the days to help with the makeup parts. I got to use latex to make some pointed pixie ears, and also a kind of bark effect for the pixie's skin, so she really blends in with her surroundings. We also got to use the green screen to make our pixie look really tiny and also give her pixie wings in post-production. Our actress did an incredible job of portraying both the light, playful side of the pixie and this darker, more mysterious side. We got to film in a local woodland and it was the most beautiful setting. Throughout the film you'll see tons of gorgeous natural lights and close-ups on leaves and the surrounding environment. The focus on nature is really lovely and it's also really important to our characters.
Do you ever feel alone?
No, never. Nature always feels familiar. You know, it's a bit like how a dog can always remember its owner's smell. You always feel welcomed when you step alongside it.
We had a really great team, tons of people came to help out, and our lead actresses and actor did an incredible job. Everyone came for the love of creating, and I think we made something really special, and I'm really proud to have been a part of it. The short film side of the project is now complete. The next step is to look into things like distribution and film festivals, and actually it's already been accepted for 3 film festivals, which is amazing. I'm going to talk you through each of the illustrations I've made so far and explain some of the ideas and influences behind them. So I think I actually found creating these illustrations quite challenging, and I think that's for 2 reasons. The first is that usually when I'm illustrating, I'm creating standalone pieces, whereas this has been more like concept art where I'm creating characters, and those characters have to be recognizable regardless of expression or angle or the way that we are viewing them. And that's something I haven't really done before, so it was definitely a bit of a learning curve, but I'll say that my art has improved as a result, and it's definitely a practice I recommend for any artist or illustrator. The second reason it's been quite challenging is that mine and Seb's styles are actually quite different. If you follow my work, you'll know that my style is very dreamy and colourful, whereas Seb's style is quite a lot darker. So I've been trying to come up with ways to bring our 2 styles together while having both styles present. The compromise I have come up with is using grey toned paper, and I'll show you what that looks like. This is my palette of grey toned paper from Strathmore. It's just a grey textured sketching paper, and what you can do is use very dark graphite pencils in combination with something like a white pastel pencil, and then you can create illustrations that have a lot of depth and contrast. And it's just this really nice illustrative style, and it means that I get to have my drawing style, my illustration style, but with this slightly darker look. Anyway, back to the illustrations. This first illustration is a close-up on our Pixie. She's sitting on some tree roots with some light reflective water at her feet. You'll see there's lots of really strong shadows and contrast to bring out the gnarled texture in the bark. I gave her these kind of white glowing eyes that make you feel just a little bit wary of this creature. Next up is Collin. I wanted to give him this real sense of age that's reflected in the bark in the trees behind him. If you look at his skin, it's really lined with these deep wrinkles. This is probably my favourite illustration. It's from the scene where Jenny first enters the forest and she's looking around with this sense of awe. And I think partly that's awe at the forest and the natural world around her, but also that maybe she has this sense of the magic that's hidden in the forest. This is based on one of the most beautiful scenes in the film, which is where Jenny is walking through this glade of trees and she's surrounded by these vivid green leaves and gorgeous glowing sunlight. And we wanted to have that scene recreated through illustration. So I've tried to use the white pencil to create this glowing look and a sense of movement as Jenny moves through the trees. She's stepping out of these dark gnarled trees as she moves towards this bright glowing sunlight into this more ethereal space. Thank you for watching part 1 of illustrating The Last Pixie. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll be back very soon with part 2 to let you know how this project progresses. I'm also going to get Seb on the channel to talk about his experience of writing a story for children and directing a short film for children. Remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you very soon for part 2.